It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see the Bills' second-year linebacker. He's coming off an excellent 12-tackle game last week. It's the Bills.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
So, Charles, this defense, in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Stafford.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Stafford.
That is caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only
come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
At the 28-yard line.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 6 catches, 110 yards. Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Anthony Richardson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season. And given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield. Maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple of days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Play action. Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 115 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Quick throw there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. An inside give, Brown. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And gets through. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller, taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals set to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 40 yards there on the first down carry.
The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Richardson looking to throw.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Gain on the play. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Richardson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Gano's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
31-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Brown with his stick skills. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here Richardson yet again.
Man open left side is Brown. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Richardson working from the gun.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
This will be caught by Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Richardson able to find his man, Kraft.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 26-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, Stafford here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Taylor Lewan, the former 1st-rounder from Michigan, flag there.
Off-play action, Richardson.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out come the Bills. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Stafford on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Stafford.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson. Man open. That's Anthony Schwartz.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Richardson out of the shotgun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a 3rd and 6. There, Richardson back to throw it.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This a 33-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Darren Waller. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
On the counter, it's Henry. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield and spilling everything.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Motion man is Schwartz. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Now Richardson.
Completion here to Claypool. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Back to the air with Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Touchdown, Bengals! Chase Claypool from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
Stafford. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Thomas has got it, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Richardson. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. Escapes the defender. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Richardson will keep it once again. And now the rookie's free. He may go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Anthony Richardson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out here with the option left. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here's Richardson.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off his... That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense.